Welcome to the Leader Lifestyle Hub. As we have set the target of completing 200 book summaries in the entire year, here comes the book number 175. The name of the book that we have today is Excellent Advice for Living, written by Kevin Kelly. Let us see the target audience and the top 3 lessons of this book. Excellent Advice for Living is suitable for 15-year-old who is just emerging from childhood into the world of adultness, the 29-year-old who feels lost in her career, or anyone who enjoys pithy savings and inspirational quotations. That everyone loves the quotes, right? So those who loves about the quotes, this book is a beautiful book for must read. Let us see the small synopsis. Excellent Advice for Living compiles over 400 short bits of hard-won advice learned by Kevin Kelly, the founder of Wired magazine, in 70 years of life. So this book is all about compilation of the 70 years of life experiences in the 400 short bits lessons. Let us listen from the Kevin Kelly himself. Advice like these are not laws, but they are like hats. If one does not fit, try another hat. What does it take to build a successful business, to make it in the arts, or to get people to take a charitable cause seriously? According to Kevin Kelly, the answer is the same for all the 3 questions. Whether it is a successful business or whether it is to make mark in the artists or to make a charitable cause. It is 1,000 true fans. If you have 1,000 people who care about you and your work, there is almost nothing you can't do. The founder of Wired magazine explains it. Kelly is over 70 years old and his publication has been in print for over 30 years. In that time, he's acquired quite the treasure chest of little insights. When he shared some of them on his blog, 68 bits of unsolicited advice, a publisher knocked on his door. After revising and expanding the list, we now get to enjoy Kelly's excellent advice for living current book, Wisdom I Wish I Would Have Known Earlier. The book is a completely loose and random collection of tweet-like ideas, but if you look closely, several themes emerge. Excellent book advice for living is tough to summarize, but amazing to read. Why? Because it contains 400 lessons. We need to summarize that 400 lessons. It's hard. 7 decades of hard-won life lessons are nothing to scoff at. If you browse the book for yourself, you will find plenty of other patterns and clusters of useful advice for your unique situation right now. And that alone makes it a book worth placing on your coffee table or your bookshelf. Let us see the top 3 lessons of this book, Excellent Advice for Living. For today's 3 lessons from the book, we decided to curate some of the Kelly's best ideas around time, money, and happiness. Generally, these 3 are the crucial things we always chase, whether we modify time, whether we make money, whether we feel happiness. These are the 3 things we look around the world. Let us see what are the 3 lessons that we can grab from this. Time is the mostly on your side, but timing can be tricky. Money is less important than you think before and after you have it. Money is less important than you think both before and after you have it. And the third important lesson is happiness mostly comes down to living in and enjoying the present. Let's get some hard-won life advice from someone who is been around the block. Lesson number 1. Timing is more important than time, which is limited but plentiful and usually on your side. Generally, Kelly believes the passage of time is on your side. Timing, however, is more fickle. Let us see the best 7 ideas around the timing. Everyone thinks life was best when they were 10 years old. When 10 years old, everyone feels that life was best. Life is best in the 10 years, in the earlier 10 years. Second thing is, live cheaply when you are young, so you will never be afraid of the worst case scenario later. And the third idea is, figure out what time of day you are most productive and protect that time period, which is called your green zone or your peak period of your day. Let your 20s inspire the rest of your life. Front load all the odd and crazy and risky stuff so you can make smarter decisions later. The foolish person winds up doing at the end what the smart person does at the beginning. This is one of the favorite quotations that I like. The foolish person winds up doing at the end what the smart person does at the beginning. Means the smart person does always the important things at first. You are always either late or early to the things, but you can choose which one it will be. And if you want to go to flight, whether you go for late or whether you go for early, it's all about how you choose. About 99% of the time, the right time is right now. About 99% of the time, the right time is right now. And here are the 7 more around the passage of time. So these are 7 things all about timing. Now we will see the 7 things about time. You need more focus, not more time. In the 24 hours, you need more focus, not more time. Because how much time you will have is already determined or at least out of your control. Let us see the second idea. You are what you do. You are nothing but what you do. Not what you say, not what you believe, not how you vote, or not what you spend your time on. Yesterday voting was happened in Telangana. So you are not about how you vote, or you are not what you spend your time on. You are not what you say or what you believe. It is all about what you act, what you do. The only way to truly get more time is to buy someone else's with money. This is another powerful quotation that I like. The only way to truly get more time is to buy someone else's time with money. That is called outsourcing. If you repeated what you did today 365 more times, will you be there where you want to be the next year? Let me repeat this. If you repeated what you did today the next 364 more times, will you be where you want to be the next year? This is a question you need to ask yourself. If I do this activity 365 more times by repeating the same activity again and again, will I want what I want? Means, do you achieve your desired situation by repeating 365 times of the same activity? When you feel like quitting, do 5 more. You will either keep going or at least end while you are ahead. So when you feel like I'm not able to complete, I'm almost done, do little 5 more. You are only as young as the last time you have changed your mind. Bad things can happen fast, but almost all good things happen slowly. Remember this, bad things can happen very fast, but as almost all good things happen slowly. Remember that time is your friend, timing is tricky. Find the right things to work on, then keep doing them until time sends you the rewards that you need. Time is your friend and timing is tricky. Find the right things to work on your daily time, and the right time you need to do is right now. Let us move on to the lesson number 2, which is all about money. Money is overrated both before and after you have it. Kelly's advice on retirement echoes his attitude towards time. The best way to invest is to buy and hold, because average returns maintained for above average periods of time will yield extraordinary results. But no one wants to get rich slow. Everyone wants get rich faster, get rich quicker. That is the reason many are not getting extraordinary results. So if you want to get extraordinary results, invest in buy and hold. Beyond that, Kelly mostly believes money is overrated both before and after you have it. Breakthroughs rarely require money. Being young, scrappy, and hungry is better than being rich and complacent. That's because, let us see one powerful quotation. A problem that can be easily be solved with money is not really a problem, because its solution is obvious. A problem that can be easily solved with the money is not really a problem, because its solution is obvious. Therefore, you should focus on problems with non-obvious solutions where you can't buy with money. To succeed in your life, get other people to pay you. To become wealthy, help other people to succeed. This is another powerful quotation that I loved it very much. To succeed, get other people to pay you. And to become wealthy, help other people to succeed. And after you have it, the rich have money, the wealthy have time. It is easier to become wealthy than rich. The rich have money, the wealthy have time. It is easier to become wealthy than rich. After a certain point, you don't need to make more money. You just need to manage what you have better. Energy, time, and additional costs are never on the label, but you are still real prices we pay. There are still real prices we pay. Friends are worth more than money, and a friend with a boat is better than owning a boat. So let me repeat this. Friends are worth more than money, that is clear. And a friend with a boat is better than owning a boat. It's impossible to motivate smart people with money alone. And that is why you should never take a job solely because it pays the more money. And let us move on to the another quote. Don't create things to make money. Don't create things to make money. Make money so you can create things. Let me repeat this quotation. Don't create things to make money. Make money so you can create things. The reward for good work is more work. Measure your wealth not by the things you can buy, but by the things that no money can buy. This is we have seen this quotation many times. Measure your wealth by the things which no money can buy. Ergo says that for the best results with your children, spend only half the money you think you should, but double the time with them. When it comes to time and money with your family, spend half money with your family and more time, double the time with your family. You don't need money to make money, and money will never buy you everything you need. Act accordingly. Save and invest a little on a regular basis, and don't sweat the dollars too much. Too much of sweating is dangerous. Save and invest little. Save and invest little every month, every week, or every day. It is all up to you how much you save and how much you invest. And it is always remember, the best way to invest is to buy and hold, which will gives you extraordinary results in the long run. Let us move on to the lesson number 3. Happiness is the third key that we are reading about. Happiness is about presence, giving and doing things that really matters you. If you donate 10% of your income, the loss of that purchasing power is less compared to the extra 110% in happiness. Kelly believes that. A good way to get started on giving is pretend you are gifting things when you are lending them. Outside of giving, fun experiences and having influences only mattering makes us happy. Kelly also suggests that do stuff that matters. His most important points on happiness, however, all related to staying present and living life one day at a time, are here. Unhappiness comes from wanting what others have. Unhappiness comes from wanting what others have. If you see one millionaire of your friend, means if your friend is becoming a millionaire and you decide for becoming a millionaire. If your friend is became a salesman, or if your friend became a successful homemaker, you try to become that. Happiness comes from wanting what you already have. So let us see what happiness comes from. It is always wanting what you already have. Means already what you have, if you want the same thing, there is already happiness. Our luckiest breakthroughs often happen during side quests. Embrace detours because life is not a straight line for everyone. Let me repeat this. Our luckiest breakthroughs often happen during side quests. Embrace detours, downside of life, because life is not a straight line for anyone. Worry is ineffective because nearly all of our worries never come true. Worry is ineffective because nearly all of our worries never come true. The greatest killer of happiness is comparison. Remember that the greatest killer of happiness is you compare. If you must compare yourself to you yesterday. Who are you yesterday and who are you today? This is the only comparison you can do for being happy. You can't change your past, but you can change your story about it. What is important is not what happened to you, but what you did about what had happened to you. Let me repeat this quotation. What is important is not what happened to you in the past, but what you did in the past about what happened to you. So keep going with the flow and learn to see what's there more clearly than what is not. If you work hard and learn to enjoy every day, maybe one day you too will have some excellent advice for living to share with us. So here comes the lesson, more important lesson. If you want to build a successful business or to make a mark in the artist lifestyle or get people to take a charitable cause seriously, make 2,000 true fans. And those 1,000 people who care about you and your work. And remember 3 things in the life very much it will affect you and affect you, which is time, money, and happiness. If you want more time, then play with money. If you want more money, then play with how you can solve the problems. And measure your money or wealth by the things that you can't buy with the money. And the third one, happiness is all about presence, staying in the life current now moment, and never compare with others. Instead of, if you want to compare, you can compare with you, previous you and current you. That's all from my side. Excellent Advice for Living is written by Kevin Kelly. The quotation is, all these advices, excellent advices, are like hats. If one does not fit for you, try another one. And if you want to have a keen look over this book, I recommend you to have this book on your bookshelf. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.